Jet-lagged, you say, but I don't
Yes.
believe it. You look all right.
Well, a little tired. We got in yesterday from Los Angeles, so I'm trying to get over the time change. But I feel strong, just a little tired, that's all.
Yeah. Of course, you and Griff are related, aren't you?
Well, yes, all Welsh people are.
Yes. Joan's the voice, you see.
Yeah.
Joan's the funny face, I am.
There's an undeniable similarity there. And you've met Angelica.
Yes, yes. Yeah, in Los Angeles at Bob Evans' house, right?
Indeed it was,
He's
yes.
a producer.
Yeah.
And I reminded Tom of well, I reminded you. You reminded me of Top of the Pops.
Right.
Which you saw when you lived in England.
Which I saw when I lived in England, and Tom used to sing with little rabbit's foot.
That's right.
Where is it? Did you bring it?
I lost it.
You lost it?
Somebody stole it, actually. At one stage, it was just ripped off, and I never replaced it.
We'll have to do something about that.
Yes. And it all went downhill ever since, of course.
Well, of course.
Now, about this operation, tell us about it.
I had to get my right vocal cord scraped. There was a build-up on it. And then they studied it for cancer, you know, because you're always going to be careful of that. But thank God it wasn't, you know, it wasn't there. So it all worked out fine.
There were some pretty scary headlines, of course, and you must have been very worried.
Yeah, I was worried. First of all, because of the cancer, and then secondly, I don't know what I would do if I couldn't sing. I've always sang, excuse me, all my life, you know, and I don't know what it's like not to.
Oh, I do. How long were you silent then, Tom?
For a week. I couldn't utter a word. I couldn't even cough for a week. And then I started talking a little bit and then singing. This will be the first time.
The interesting thing is that you're not easing back in with a gentle ballad. You've got a really raunchy number there, an old Prince number.
Yes, yeah. And I'm very pleased with it. It's a very hot-sounding record.
Are you a Prince fan?
Yes, I like what he does, writing especially. Not so much his voice, but the songs that he writes, and he has a lot of flair. The first time I saw him on television, he was doing Little Red Corvette, which was one of his first songs. And as soon as I saw him, I thought, you know, this fella's going to be a star because he had a lot of flair.
You're not going to get into the Prince gear, though, are you?
No.
Ah. No, I should think these new suits and the baggy trousers, they're not you, are they?
Well, not really. These are a bit baggy, but I prefer tighter pants. I've always, you know, growing up in the 50s, the first long trousers that I wore after coming out of short pants were tight because they were like that in the 50s, and I've always liked wearing them since.
Do you keep any old stuff, clothes, any?
Yeah, I have a habit of keeping things. I think, oh, I've got to give this away or I've got to throw this out, but then I put it on, and then I put it back in the wardrobe again, you know, so all these clothes sort of pile up.
Angelica, you were a model. This means, obviously, and one can see you're very clothes conscious. Do you ever keep anything for nostalgia?
I keep everything. And what's strange about clothes from the 70s is it's not just that you don't fit into the pants, it's that the sleeves come up to here and the shoulders are like this. It's very strange. I don't know whether it's shrinkage or I don't like to think it's me, but I guess it is.
Well, Griff, I know you don't just keep it, you wear it, don't you?
I was frightened whether you were going to come to me. I got a feeling as we were moving this way that this suit, yes, this suit in particular, I puzzled over what I should wear tonight. This suit is actually a suit that was made for me for the Spurs Smith & Jones show, and it still fit me. So,
it doesn't seem that long ago.
No, I just thought it would come back into fashion if I kept wearing it, you know.
That's a good theory, in fact.
Yes.
It always does.
I'd never throw the clothes away. I don't think it's a very good idea. Just get fatter and get thinner and, you know, some way you cut
I
the
know,
bottoms
you're
off.
basically going to come back to every weight as I see it a few times round.
That makes utter sense. What about your fans, Tom? Are they the same as the old ones, your new ones?
Yes, I've always been lucky to have a big age span from little children, you know, to old people. Mostly female, thank God.
And do they still want your baby?
Yeah. It was a funny story, actually. As this woman, I was in Las Vegas, and a woman came up to the stage and she said, "I want to have your baby." So I said, "Well, he's in the wings." So my son came up there, you know, and that was it.
And how old is he now?
He's 31.
Do you arouse your fans, Griff? I imagine they go...
No, well, they don't throw their knickers at me. They throw their false teeth at me.
Your son, of course, is your manager now, isn't he?
Yes.
Does he sing?
Yeah, he does. He's got a great voice, actually, but he never wants to use it. You know what I mean? He never wants to be a professional singer. But he could be if he wanted to. But he just doesn't want to.
Angelica, you sound as if you could sing, can you?
No, I went to singing lessons, but the problem with singing is that I didn't understand was that one has to act and then sing, as opposed to just be oneself and sing, because for some reason it made me cry. Every time I got up on the stage to sing, it was just
Yeah, that's
hopeless.
interesting. Now, if you get moved by a song,
Yes.
your throat would constrict. Wouldn't it stop you from singing?
Yes, you have to be careful of that, not to get too emotional with a ballad. I could never understand. Vicky Carr used to cry when she sang, and I mean
Peggy Lee, yeah, lots
Yeah.
of singers.
and it's hard to sing if you're that.
Me,
That emotional.
I was not fit for anything.
I used to sing that, or not sing, but tried to sing that thing from Carousel when my first son was born. You know, my boy Bill. And I couldn't get any further than that. His name's Greg anyway, so... Griff, you're a Welshman, you must sing.
No, Peggy Lee used to cry when I sang. Yeah, I've always suffered from that all my life, you see. People assume that because you were born in Wales that you were interested in rugby and singing.
Now, you did the Royal Knockout show, didn't you? You were in her team, Princess Anne's.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a rotten old day, wasn't it? Was it fun?
It was. Well, it was cold, and I had to sort of shin up this rope ladder, and I fell into the water. There was no way around it, and I found that my hands were locking up with the cold. So it was a strange thing, and it was in June, and it was cold and it was raining, you know. But
You've been away for a long time. That is... You don't mind making a fool of yourself?
no.
Wasn't there a team rallying song? Weren't you asked to sing that?
Well, the other teams did, and so I said to Princess Anne, you know, are we going to have this rallying song? You know, what kind of song would we sing? She said, we don't have to have a song. We just have to win.
That's the way.
Fine.
You were a witness to this too, weren't you, Griff?
I was in Prince Andrew's team in that. Was I? Can't remember. Yes, I think I was. It's a royal cock-up. And... yes, it was a fantastically enjoyable day. Actually, it was the first sight I had of Sir Tom. It was a very crowded dressing room, the sight of Tom's naked buttocks. So I am, ladies, I'm one of the men who's actually seen that, you know. It's very impressive.
You weren't
we roughed it. There were rough outs in there. We were all in
You weren't
together.
in the team, Angelica.
No, actually, I don't know anything about this.
It does sound very sinister.
Greased poles and so forth.
And bare buttocks. Yes, it's
And
an
bare
old
buttocks.
English custom. Yeah.
However, it was wet.
Right.